Moving to Oneness. Nourishing curiosity. Embracing differences. Becoming one.
Replenishing yourself, is that on your mind? How do you do it? With water, nutrition, with information, with connection to others? What is it? Maybe sleep? Here for sure, as I look outside of the window, nature is being replenished with water and being invited to grow fast and far and wide and long. What are you invited to? So let's explore this. Hello everyone. I'm Meilin Ehlke, sitting in wonderful Germany after a trip to Italy last week, and hosting for you the Moving to Oneness podcast. Yeah, this replenishing. In a way, right, we have had energies for a long time of a little bit of a chaotic time, of a readjusting, of looking at ourselves, at looking more precisely at the world, looking more precisely of how I react, or how you react, or how we react in relationships of any kind. Yeah, and you have been invited, as I am, to bring out more of me, more of you, and to live it, and to share it with the world. So I think as I look outside and see again how flushed out everything is, then also your introspective has brought many ideas to be implemented. And where did those ideas come from? You tuned into yourself. Connected with your own knowledge. You started living it. And it can be seen around the world. And I love that. Right? You're becoming bolder. You're expressing more and more of what you're thinking and of what you desire to see in the world, or to see in your family, or to see in the workplace you are in. This is creating change. Fast change. That's what I find so exciting. There is this fastness, the same as outside in nature, right? We're part of it. So we're reflecting the same. For us, often, we don't see it so often, right? For myself, I have to say it. Because we look at our body, and maybe if we've lost suddenly, or I've lost weight extremely quickly, or put on a weight, maybe I can see change. Or maybe you cut your hair, and you can see a quick change. Or maybe you tan. But otherwise, we can't see it as clearly, right? Or clearly, often I want to say also the desire to see a proof of the change that you desired to experience, of the desire I want to experience. But now it's happening. So look around. Did you take notes? Were you journaling? Maybe go back and read what you wrote 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago. I would even say 2 months ago. When you were invited to bring out more of you and the energy said, go, 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 do. Yeah, but it had to be implemented. It's like you had to crack or put this strength into that wheel, push it, and now it goes into an automatic, right? The momentum has started. It has its own momentum now, and it's easier to move forward. Do you notice that within yourself? Do you notice that you're not so reluctant anymore to do something? And here, celebrate also that you waited for the right moment to act, that you waited for the energies of the world, for the energies of the cosmos to move with you. That you waited to, in a way, jump onto a floating log that goes by in the river instead of jumping in and swimming yourself and using so much energy and moving forward. So now the energy you can save. Maybe you have to hold on to the log, but that's not so difficult. Maybe you can even lie on the log and you can just hang there and you're being taken by the energy, by the flow, by the strength of that river to you where you want to go, or to just go where it brings you. You're so open, you don't care, because there is inside a feeling, a certainty that you know you can handle anything. That if you're yourself, nothing will happen. And I think that has been the biggest change the last few months. This surety deep within inside. In a way, it is a peacefulness, the love for yourself, the acknowledgement of your peacefulness, and that you live your own love, that you've taken a little time for yourself. Not just a little, that you take time for yourself. I love that much better. Yeah, but even there, in a little, yes, because you, I, others, right? We had to slowly start practicing, implementing this change. And more it's becoming a natural state. You're moving more into your natural state, exactly as the plants outside, right? They suddenly are spurting. In a way, they had been holding back, right? So they were holding back. It's like, I was speaking about that in another show. It was like pulled back, like a stone slingshot, right? When you pull back that sling and whatever is inside, maybe they're those seed bombs, right? Those balls of seeds that you can throw very far so they can grow somewhere and feed the butterflies and the insects and the bees. So, but you had to pull that back, right? You had to put energy in to pull that back, hold it, and release it in the right moment. So nature did that, as you did as well. And again, I congratulate you for that. To trust yourself that your body acts in the right moment. This is so beautiful. Think about it. For me, I think about again that there's no waste of energy anymore. You can relax so much longer. You're more in this we can use the word flow. What is the word I'm looking for? you're part of existence. So even in that moment when there is no flow, I mean, we're always moving, right? The whole cosmos is moving in a spiral, always outward and forward. But that you even notice when you're standing still, you're part of that whole movement. You're part of that change, and that you're not a separate. Understanding this with your full body, within every cell of yourself, transcends into this transformation of magic. We can even use, I do like the word magic, but magic sometimes implies that it comes from a fairy tale. Right? And right away it may be pushed aside. So then let's say this beauty, magnificent beauty of exploring the moment, of exploring and noticing yourself, your body, and wherever you are. So you become and are, because you became more fine-tuned, you're really aware now of what is surrounding you. Knowing you're part of all, right? This oneness. It goes back to the title, Moving to Oneness. So we're moving with oneness as well. Then what becomes really fun, you can also create with this oneness. Because in that moment, you understand everything else, how it functions. Because you have had and have the experience of the existence in that moment. If it's yours, the birds that are singing outside, the flowers that are in full bloom right now, or the radiance you're noticing in yourself when you look into the mirror, when you hear your own voice, when you touch your skin, observe all of this has changed. And then how people respond to you. Ha! I don't know if you just heard the cracking above me. They're saying yes. Because there was a lot of people in the moment sensing or rejecting that the skin is fine. Touch your skin. And because then you also touch yourself and you give warmth and love and energy to yourself. Your skin is changing too. Our whole body is changing. You may notice that you need less to eat. You're using the light, the energy, the vibration you have in a different way, in an optimal way. So even how your cells are working, or as they're separating, right? Or because they multiply. Your eye color, look at your eyes. Notice it. Maybe you can look at the eyes of your child or your partner or your parent and take a look how there is a more clarity in the color, more pristine, precise. And again, do we have the right words to express this beautiful change that's happening? And are you seeing it? So also, you're perceiving a crispiness. You're experiencing form with more precision. There's an interest to see it in the world. And again, look at your form, how your face may have changed. Or where it has changed is better to say. It has changed. Where are you becoming softer? What is growing more and faster suddenly? Is it maybe your hair? Are you noticing that your whole body is realigning? Maybe you have grown. Go and measure. Because you're standing more upright and you have replenished yourself as well with more water and the quality of nutrients you put into yourself, into your body, and the quality of air outside, and the quality of the thought, the vibration that is surrounding you, because people are changing, and that's a magnitude. So again, I thank you so much. And soak this really in. We're part of this change at the moment. And you have brought your part, and you're still bringing your part of the role you're playing. And it's like you've studied the lines, and word by word you try to memorize, and now you can just say it. You're stepping now on the stage of this world. That's how it is. Feel that. And how that energy of you goes out and touches others. And again, it's creating change and transformation. Notice when you touch something, how you feel the heat, the warmth, the coolness, the texture. You're noticing that you feel so much more with your hands, as well as you feel more the connectivity to nature, to an animal or another person. Do you notice at the moment that you are becoming more and more telepathically, and others are understanding what you are sending? That your words are not needed so often anymore. More of a reassurance that you say, yep, I've understood this, or is this right what I understood? And again, this brings a peacefulness with it. And a beauty. No, beauty for me anyway encompasses everything. Everything existing. Do you see the beauty outside? Do you see the beauty of others? Do you see the beauty of the sky? Do you see your beauty? Do you see the beauty of your actions? Ah, this is also beautiful. Schön, wunderschön. That's how you say it in German. I wonder where the word schön comes from. Or beauty. Beautiful. I'm going to look that up. For sure, if I think about it, the being is in there. Be who you are. Be yourself fully. Strive to be yourself fully. I invite you to be yourself fully, as I even invite myself to be fully me. Sometimes I have to remind you myself. Thank you, Puccini. That was my cat saying, yep. He just woke up. He was sleeping the whole time in this chair. He sits there and looks outside all day, and then he naps there as well. He has his own little chair. That is really interesting too. This chair I brought in, it is an old one from the 30s I found. The texture, they're all natural. That's the chair he sits in. So anything that feels natural is beautiful. Any material that is made out of nature, you feel comfortable in. I feel comfortable in. because there can be a conversation, an exchange of wisdom, in a way a stimulation, a transformation, an acknowledgement. I have a stone table here. It's a marble table, small one. But I found that. I find these things. Go out into the world and I set intention what I want to find, and I find it somewhere. And that day was funny too. I found this. Someone gave it away. We put things on the street. Someone else can find it. And as I was bringing that inside, I took another one. I put it outside on the street, and right away someone showed up and said, oh, it's exactly the table they were looking for, the right size, the right color for their garden. So this is what happens when you decide what is right for you. You make the choice and act on your own intuition. You create something beautiful for someone else, right? Then this trade happens. This exchange. When you're happy, someone else is happy. If I'm happy, you're happy. See, it just goes around. And for that, I would like to bring a song of this happiness, this circular exchange. When you say yes to yourself, I say yes to myself. We say yes to each other, for each other. This creates connection, a unity, a loving unity, compassion. On the most of it, it creates ease, lightness. We need less energy, less is wasted. It's a plus for all. Now, beautiful energy of replenishment for you, for me, for us. Thank you for listening, for being you, for sharing all of you, for being beautiful, full of you, and saying yes to this constant movement of exchange, of interchange, of exchange, of change, and saying yes to everything. And there may be a few no's, but then they were the right thing to do. Enjoy being you, enjoy being beautiful, and enjoying seeing the beauty of all existence. This is Meilin, your host of the Moving to Oneness podcast. I wish you a wonderful time.